common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live episode of Learn Crypto. My name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
We are here today to talk about some cryptocurrency. We're going to talk about crypto fundamentals, some crypto news, and of course have the Todd Father himself, president of Wyckoff SMI and LearnCrypto.io, go over some charts. Not too much going on right now, really in a sideways trading range, but we'll see what Todd says or if there's any outliers that the software decides to pick up in both the traditional investment markets and here in cryptocurrencies, of course. Shout out to YM. Just subscribe to the channel. What is up? Hello, back at you. And I guess let's jump right into this. What do you got going on, though, today, Todd? What have you been doing?
It's been pretty quiet. I'm just kind of living with the software more than anything. Trading a few stocks and just watching the cryptos. Seeing if this 6250 level is going to hold.
Are you guys out here buying, selling, hodling? What are you guys doing right now? Let me know in the chat box. Shout out to S-Taj, Mr. Lodak, iSurbest, Dennis, Chris K9, of course. The Pothead of Crypto is back. And Bud Time, I guess you said this will be your last live show until Friday. So good to have you back as well. Continue to ask some questions in the chat box. If you disagree with us, throw it out there. We let everybody speak freely in here. We're not blocking anyone. So do what you got to do. Let's have some fun. Smash up that like, share, and subscribe button. And before we move on, this will be a ZEN giveaway show. So if you haven't already, go to the live show from yesterday. Leave a comment in the comments section with your Horizon ZEN wallet address for a chance to win today. And then also you can leave a comment on this video with your Horizon ZEN address as well. All you got to do is make sure to do that. Make sure you're subscribed. Smash that like button. And you are entered to win one full ZEN Cash. Currently around $16. Let's jump into it. CoinMarketCap still can't break the 200 billion mark, but still hovering around the 199 billion mark. But what do you notice here? Bitcoin dominance falling a full percent today, primarily because Ripple up 20%. Obviously, a 20% move in Ripple adds like $1 billion or $2 billion in valuation. Pretty crazy, as well as some others that are outperforming Bitcoin today. So we'll talk about those. Bitcoin is up to $63.65. Now, a lot of people were calling for $6,000 Bitcoin, $5,000 Bitcoin, but we never quite made it down there. Got as low as around, I think, $6,200, $6,250. So we'll see what they decide to do. Are they going to hop back in with their USD Tether? Or are they still hodling? We shall see. Ethereum hopping back over to over 200, no problem, up 6% today, up to 210. But XRP, really the big mover for the top projects today, up 18.49%, back to 32 cents. I have a couple articles on reasons why that happened and whether I would be hodling, selling, or trading XRP at these levels. So we'll talk about that in 1 second. Let's see if there's any big winners. Well, there you go. XRP is the biggest winner. Steam, Maker, and Gollum. So congratulations to the hodlers of those. Also, Cardano's showing some life, up 9%, back up to 7 cents per coin. Let's throw it over to Todd. Let him look at some charts and chart patterns, and then we'll hop on to the crypto news and crypto fundamentals.
Well, first off, not much to say on Bitcoin. We was around 6250, I think, when we went off last night. And we had the quick pop up to 6,400. It's still interesting. I tweeted earlier. It's interesting that we had all this buying over here at the 6,250, 6,300. We stopped the decline here at 6,200, and we stopped it again last night. So I think there's still a lot of buying going on here. I think that doesn't mean it's going to hold or not give away. I think we'd have to see a rally above 60, really above 66, 6,800 to get the bulls really turned on again. So I've kind of showed the bearish descending triangle here still that would allow us to go maybe to 53, 54, 5,500 on a scare. So I still think that's something we got to be on the lookout for, especially if the 62, 62.50 area gives away. The one thing happened, I think, on Litecoin, I'd showed this on the software, I think late in yesterday's broadcast, where you had the volume that came down to new lows. Price hadn't. Ethereum shows the same chart. So I think that probably gave us the rally today that we've had. But then it's been pretty quiet since we had that rally. So not much really going on. Then, as he said, we've got, 4, 5, 6, 7% gains. Not much. Dash was around 180, still sitting around 188. These are 30-minute charts. Bitcoin Cash up $20. Nothing to show there. I mean, same thing. There's a divergence on Litecoin when it came down and made the 51. But, that was a test of a previous low, but still nothing too much to brag about. So we still could be working on triangles here. I mean, these could be still 1-2s to the downside. So we would continue to work lower. So I really don't know what the call is at the moment. I mean, I'm impressed the 62, 62.50 held again. And really just kind of want to watch them here. We've got a 63.70 it looks like now. So that's as high as we've been here for hours. So I'm kind of wait and see. I still think we're making major lows, whether we've made them or whether we're going to go down and stab them real quick. So. And even on XRP, we talked about XRP looked a little bit different on the software, showing that I think it was around 27, 28 cents, where I thought you could still own that one. So I'd probably buy that one on a pullback, especially if Bitcoin breaks down again. And the software, we'd had a good buy on the technometer down here when I gave the 61.94 buy. And we had the OP making new lows. The OP is still just dragging along on the lows. The technometer now is at 42.84. We did get a 50 on the Bitcoin USD chart. I'm really just trying to live with these things to try to see what's the most reliable. I really wanted to bring in probably Bitcoin USD, Bitcoin USDT, and just merge them together, kind of get it blended to show all the volume. Because Bitcoin USD did give us a 50 sell back when we was at 6,500. So what it took you'd had about a $300 profit, but it's trading around 43 in the technometer right now. But again, that will update here in about 15 minutes because I'm not getting live updates. They're working on that right now and getting it ready for subscribers. So that should be happening just sometime here in the next hopefully 10 days or something where they can launch that to me. And we just got to get the software able to be purchased from the site. So waiting for this to load. I've tried to save some charts so I don't have to wait on some of this stuff to load because I think my computer is a little extra slow on this side too still. I don't have the power like I have at my desk. But the USD is just a little bit different of a chart, but not much.
Johnny M. Cool, what are you talking about over there with the airdrops? I'm assuming you're referring to EOS holders in their desktop wallets are getting some more airdrops from EOS. Let us know about those if that's true. And maybe put in your favorite go-to desktop wallet for EOS. I know you're the main with the plane when it comes to that project, so make sure to provide that insight for everybody in here.
The technometer got to almost 51 on the Bitcoin USD, which again would have been, a sell, take profit, short-term, etc. It only got to about 47 on Bitcoin USDT. So, and that's the most overbought we've been going back to this area here. So, again, I'm just trying to get a little more, kind of live with the software a little bit more and see what I can get more reliable, what can I change to make it better. So that's all I got right now.
Sweet. I'll grab this. Not too many questions in the chat box. Everybody just saying, hey, seeing what's up. Let me see if I can brighten up my camera here real quick with some Logitech settings. It starts off so bright in here because we get here at 6:30, and then by the time we get about 10 minutes into the thing, the sun's going down. So let's see what I can do real quick if it's working. And if not, you're just going to have to deal with looking at my dark face over here. Nah, it's not one to connect to that camera. So it's just going to be dark. Oh, well, we're here. So let's get started. First of all, let's talk briefly about Stellar XLM. Now, this thing hasn't had a run yet, but Stellar startup merges with Chain to reborn as Interstellar. What does that mean? San Francisco-based distributed ledger technology company Chain has been acquired by Lightyear, an entity powered by the Stellar network, in an undisclosed agreement. Announced last week, Lightyear will be renamed to Interstellar concurrent with the merger, a company release states. Chain that builds enterprise-grade blockchain products backed by financial giants Visa, NASDAQ, Citigroup will offer its cloud product Sequence to Interstellar's portfolio, allowing organizations to track assets while moving between private ledgers and the Stellar network, it added. Jeb McCaleb, co-founder of Stellar and XLM Development Foundation and Lightyear, will be the CTO of this new Interstellar. According to him, the merger will help organizations build upon the Stellar blockchain. We do know I like Stellar because it incorporates the usage of XLM across its blockchain, but the real thing here is Chain is an Asian company, and this merger does open up access to XLM to the Asian market, as well as the utilization of the Stellar blockchain to that demographic. So some more bullish news here out of Stellar. Whether you like XLM, whether you like XRP, there's going to be a winner for these international transactions. So you guys got to pick one and you got to ride it. You guys know I'm not a fan of XRP due to the lack of utilization across all of its platforms, but as you can see, there is a huge amount of people who are already vested in XRP. XRP, since they are pretty centralized and kept a large majority of the XRP tokens, can give those as airdrops to try to attain partnerships with these banks. And you're going to see XRP pumps. It's just the way it is. Some people love XRP and think it is the true future. Okay, that's great. And other people buy it, hodl it to ride pumps because there is going to be a massive upside to XRP moving forward. You saw that this little bit of news came out with XRP today, and we see what that did for it. 20%, it's leading the way. Also on top of this news, which we're about to go over, I do know that coming in a week or so, or a couple weeks, they apparently are doing a international or commerce version of XRapid, so another version of XRapid. And why is that important for XRP holders? XRapid is the actual protocol that utilizes the XRP token. Xcurrent does not and does not allow it. So anything that is using XRapid or any benefits, rebuilds, modifications to XRapid for the better is what XRP holders are looking for. So in other news, major retail Saudi bank joins Ripple network for international payments. Pretty cool, right? The National Commercial Bank, Saudi Arabia's first established bank, has become the latest financial institution to join RippleNet, Ripple's enterprise blockchain network. That is all good and grand. This is yet another central bank coming out of Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is a very wealthy country, at least the top 1% there is. So that's good. They have a lot of money flowing over there. But as CNN reported earlier in February, the Saudi Arabian Monetary Authority, SAMA, the kingdom's de facto central bank, became the first central monetary institution in the world to join RippleNet. The central bank initiated a pilot among regional banks using Xcurrent. Womp, womp, womp. Ripple's end-to-end tracking enterprise blockchain software. Why did I say womp, womp, womp? Xcurrent does not allow the use of XRP, provides no benefits to XRP, and it isn't going to help you at all. Will it help with hype when people read some of these articles? Sure. You see that today. But that doesn't mean that they can't ever switch to XRapid in the future, but they're building the infrastructure around Xcurrent. Now, Taj is probably over here because he probably knows more about that update that is coming with XRapid as far as making it more available. Can that then be enough cost savings and be enough risk averse for these central banks to switch to it and then benefit XRP? That's what we have to wait and see. But as of now, it seems that all of them are coming on board with XCurrent, which does nothing to benefit XRP for the time being. Let's see what's going on over here. Taj says, I picks XRP and XLM. I think both will thrive. There is probably enough market cap for that sector in order for both of them to succeed. We do know that they do have some traditional competition coming into play with LG stating that they're trying to create some blockchain technology for the same use case, but I think they're way far behind, and also I don't think they have the same ecosystem or the tech or devs to make that a reality. Kind of sounds like a money grab to me as far as LG is concerned. Hey, Archie says, where's my crush Todd? There he is right there, marking up some charts, seeing if there's anything to buy right now.
That's funny.
That's hilarious. Shout out RF Dusty. Let's do one more quick article, and then let's do the Zen giveaway from last night's live show. So just want to make sure you guys are aware of this. It's been out for a while now, but the ICX Icon token swap deadline is coming up. Icon is just like a lot of these other ERC20 tokens that are converting to their own proprietary token on their own mainnet blockchain. So just like yesterday we were talking about that Bancor was kind of leaving Ethereum and building on EOS, and I thought that we need to look out for more of these other ERC20s to leave for cheaper and more scaled protocol tokens, whether that's EOS, NEO, Ethereum Classic, etc. I think that's a real possibility, which could hurt the utilization of that network and the price of Ethereum, like we've already seen. Now you also have to keep in mind that some of these ERC20 tokens are swapping to their own proprietary token, therefore leaving the Ethereum network. Similar to what happened with EOS, Icon is doing it now. Now, there's a bunch of instructions here how to swap your ICX to make sure you're getting the mainnet token, if you want to go through those, if you have them on a desktop wallet, etc. Or you can simply store them on Binance during the snapshot date. This date is going to happen on 9/25. I mean, I would probably just do that. Binance said they will be supporting the swap just like they did with EOS and others. Super simple, pretty trusted, Seifu exchange. And I think that's the easiest thing. If you want to keep everything offline, that's fine. Go over to Icon's Twitter or go over to their Medium. Read this article. It's a 5 or 6 step process. Nothing too complex, but make sure to get over there and do that. The last thing I want is anybody in this community not to swap their tokens and pretty much lose all their money, because the ERC20 token will not have a purpose, a value, or a use case any longer. Who's ready for the Zen giveaway? Who wants some free money today? Who wants some free coins? I know you guys out there want it. K Archie, are you going to win today? We'll see. All this love and all these hearts. Is there a way for me to rig this for her to win?
We'll let Tone on here if he comes on shirtless.
He's got to be shirtless. He's got to have the hodl hat on. And maybe I might make him, like, hey, he needs to wear a chain or something. You know, he needs a chain.
Get a Bitcoin chain. We could send him one.
It has to say, like, BTC short, though, because he's so bullish. He's got to be short in BTC at all times. All right, let's copy and paste this. 138 comments. Let's see how many of them are unique. $135 unique commenters coming out. Everybody's wanting these free coins during this bear market. And let's see who is going to win $16, one full Zen. You want to try to read that?
Nashai Eregbloom.
Nashai Eregbloom, congratulations, my friend. Ripple has no competition. Ah, ha, ha.
Whoa.
There is his wallet address. Let me go ahead and
I've seen that name somewhere.
take a picture of that so I can go ahead and send you your Horizon Zen tonight. And guys, you might not have won today. I'm supremely sorry of that. We have given away hundreds of Zen, hundreds of RDD, so there will be more giveaways, including for this show tonight. Simply leave a comment in the comment section below with a comment, question, concern, whatever it may be, but make sure to have your Horizon ZEN wallet address, trading on Binance, Bittrex, and so many others. make sure to participate. We reward our active community members with giveaways. That's all it is. And if you like what we do here at Learn Crypto, make sure to go over to learncrypto.io, check out our cryptocurrency trading course, our crypto private client group, or know somebody who wants to get involved with cryptos. We have a beginner course for that as well. And spread the word. Help us expand the channel during the bear market so we can continue to help each other, get some new ideas. And guys, I'm getting back on my grind as far as reviews are concerned. Still been doing a lot of interviews, which are really insightful, and I think you guys should go to our homepage and check those out. But I need to start getting back into reviews because I believe this is truly the accumulation period. And if I can find some fundamentally sound projects or ones that are flawed, then we can get into the right bags and position for this next bull run. So let's do that. Push me to do that. And if you guys have any coins that you think I need to do a fundamental review on, DM me on Twitter. I'll try to compile a list, and whichever ones are, DM'd the most, I'll put those at the front of the list and get that going once again. What are you doing over there, Todd? You guys got any charts you want Todd to take a quick look at? Maybe on the software, maybe on TradingView, whatever it may be. Let's see what he's got going on.
I was just showing the Bitcoin 4-hour. Is what I was doing. I've called this all along. This is a 3, and we were making some type of major 4. I thought this was the end of it here, and we have still since then, made a higher low, and then also another higher low. So that's the thing is, with the altcoins bleeding out and Bitcoin holding. I still think it's interesting. 6250, 6300 has been holding, which we call the end of the correction here. I think worst case then is it's marked how I have it here, which is this was overlapping 5 waves down for an A. This is a B up, and then now you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, which is labeled A, B, C, D, E, which means really we got another one of these coming from up here. This was pretty sharp, pretty serious, not much recovery. And we've already slowed up even here in the last few days. So, and not collapsing the last, today at all either. So otherwise we're looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to come down here and really scare everybody out, which would go back and give you, if you go back to the Wyckoff markings, then probably just be, it's just going to be a spring. If it's really sharp and quick, it'll be a shakeout. But then that normally means accumulation's been done. They took it down to see, to get rid of the last sellers, pick up the cheapest coins they can get, and then from there you'll get a big move up. And that's kind of why I'm going for 12.5 or plus by the end of the year, because I think we come back here and take out this resistance at 12,000 and get above there. And that could easily happen, by the end of the year. So that's still my thoughts. Any coin trading better than Bitcoin, I think, is extra strong, and I'd stay on those strong ones. Really, some of the ones we've all been looking at, the XLMs or ZRXs or even Decred, Digibyte.
Talking about ZRX, Bud Time says, let's check out ZRX, Todd. I got a buy order in at 45 cents.
Well, if you change this to an A and then a B triangle, since we took out these lows, I mean, if Bitcoin breaks, you'll end up getting it, I'm sure. But if we don't break here in the next day or two, the chart's gonna start looking a little more bullish. And I do have to say, not mentioning no names, but I saw a guy on Twitter that does technical analysis, and I kind of respect what he does, but they're all bearish. Everyone's bearish, and then there was looked like a soccer mom on there, and she was getting her account opened up so she could sell short. And I'm just like, you got to be kidding me. I mean, we got soccer moms that going to sell short Bitcoin down here at 6,400. I mean, it's just, to me, that just tells you where we're at, because people wouldn't sell any Bitcoin. Now we're down here 63, 6,400, and look like a soccer mom to me. You're going to sell short Bitcoin. So we got to be getting close to the low, because that's just crazy to me. So
I would agree there. I think, like I've been preaching, is that I don't know where the exact low is, guys, but in this whole range of really 5,800, because we pretty much called that short-term low. It might be the final low. 5,800 all the way to 7,000. I've been saying this is not really the time that I'm going to risk trading. Definitely not trading on leverage. That's just crazy. And I'm going to be accumulating and using dollar cost average. Every paycheck I have auto buys for LTC, ETC, and Bitcoin. Like you guys know that Ethereum is the smallest as far as original holdings right now. I just think a lot of the other protocol tokens offer a lot, and Ethereum is not impressing me with their leadership from Vitalik and what they've done with scaling. Now, down here at 200, I'm not saying buy to 200 because right here is where, or I'm not saying sell it at 200 is what I mean, because right here is where, I mean, that thing has underperformed everything. It's still a big name. Institutions are still going to have access to it, and all it takes is one bullish tweet from Vitalik that, hey, Casper is here. We have figured out how to shard, scaling solutions, XYZ, and boom, that thing's going to blow up. So I'm not saying if you've hodled it here, I'm not selling the rest of my Ethereum here because it can have a nice rebound. But I just think that there are some other protocol tokens in this sector to be looking at. But I'm just dollar cost average into your favorite projects, whether even it's projects I don't like. If you like XRP a lot, look to buy it on the dip after this pullback because I really think we're close to bottom, where a lot of these coins are starting to get to their June and July of 2017 strong support areas as well. And I think there's a high chance they're going to hold there. And if we do dip slightly below that, I continue to say this institutional infrastructure is being built up everywhere. Every single day you see a new massive corporation getting interest in blockchain technology, wanting to accept Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies, or trying to create some kind of exchange or trading desk for these cryptocurrencies for their clients. And that is huge moving forward, guys. Example, somebody was talking about marijuana stocks yesterday. A stock called Tilray has IPO'd and gone up 600% in 2 months, which is awesome. But that puts it at a valuation of $15 billion. $15 billion is more than almost every single cryptocurrency besides Ethereum and Bitcoin. And this is a small marijuana company, had some good news that regulation might be favorable, and they have jumped to $15 billion valuation, and it trades on U.S. stock exchange. That's it. These cryptos are global cryptocurrencies, global investable assets and usable assets. And I think that shows you the type of money once traditional investors have access to something they want so bad. People were FOMOing at the mouth over anything marijuana related. It has an IPO, boom, 600% gained, a $15 billion valuation within 2 months. That just shows you what can happen, guys. So keep that in mind. I don't think you want to miss the next bull run, so don't stress yourself out at these levels. That's really what I think me and Todd are trying to say.
And don't get short.
Just don't
the shorts
stress
have
out.
made some money, and that's the way it works. They're allowed to make some money. That gets them cocky and gets them extra short and get them where they don't want to cover when it first goes against them. So let them make a little bit of money, but damn, when I see random people wanting to be short Bitcoin, and I've had a few PCG clients like, you know, will you sell short Bitcoin? I mean, not at these levels, no. I won't do it and wouldn't allow it. So that's going to hurt somewhere here.
The Aussie enthusiast says maybe people aren't signed in, so they cannot like the video, could be using PC, internet cafe, etc. Yeah, we're just giving people trouble. If you guys can smash the like button, that's awesome. It helps with viewership. It lets us know you're engaged. And, you know, you have to like the video in order to enter the ZEN giveaway. But we understand that some people...
thumbs down, didn't we? No,
yeah.
Only 2.
Some people, you know, have it on their TV, etc., can't like the video. That's why a lot of people don't comment. So, you know, we like people commenting because it gives us stuff to talk about, ask questions, and everybody can gain knowledge from that, whether you disagree or agree with us. You know, disagreements have spawned some of the best knowledge I have because it forces me to go out, get the hard facts, and then provide you guys the accurate information. So don't be a lurker. Comment when you want. Hit that like button, support us, and spread the word. So talking about all of that leads us really to our last article, and that is CBOE to launch Ethereum futures trading later this year. Yes, that is correct. Apparently, Ethereum futures will launch by the end of 2018. Now, we know what happened with Bitcoin futures. Bitcoin futures were announced. Not much happened for a little while. And then a few months before Bitcoin futures were going to launch, the parabolic nature of the market ensued, pushing it to $20,000. Now, we all know that Bitcoin futures and futures markets in general really aren't bullish for the underlying asset. If anything, it allows people to have debt obligations against that and really hedge against it. So, I mean, it really causes downward pressure on Bitcoin. Now, a lot of people believe that Ethereum futures will be the start of the next bull run. You know, this is going to be great. We're going to have more institutions knowing about it, etc. And I can agree with that to an extent. Although futures does put downward pressure on the market, I think once again this will put Ethereum and cryptocurrencies back in the spotlight for media sources, have more institutions interested in it, and provide a decent opportunity for a bull run in the fourth quarter, along with the backed exchange, which I think is the biggest thing. I don't want to talk too much about it. What's your opinion on it, Todd? What do you think about Ethereum futures? We saw how it happened for Bitcoin. Right. It made it pump, but then once people realized what futures were, it dumped. So do you think that the market being a little smarter with futures will kind of, you know, put a top on any pump from that, or do you think it's still generally bullish because it provides more access?
I think it's bullish because when these markets turn, there's going to be a lot of money running to the futures first. It'll be too easy to buy futures, so they'll run there first and take out all offers. And I think it'll lead to a big rally then. Futures came out just at the exact wrong time. I mean, and we did get a pump into them, and it made it easier for people to sell short without worrying about exchanges going down, etc. So, but that's all behind us. I think, so when the bull run starts, institutions will run to the futures to put positions on quickly because there'll be offers there to sell that they can take quickly. Same thing on Ethereum. So I think all that really long-term is bullish.
Man, my picture gets darker and darker by the minute, but at least you guys can see the pretty background.
And I'm lit up like a Christmas tree.
And we got No Name says, when is the last day of the token swap for ICX? I believe the article said September 25th. So you need to either manually do that if you have your ICX on a desktop wallet, or if you have it on Binance, all you do is nothing. Keep it on Binance, hodl it, keep your password in 2FA safe, and you're good to go.
Okay, Archie, we need to get Gary O'Connell in here. He probably is for sale for 2
Ethereum.
You might even take one.
That is funny. For those of you tuning in late, this is another ZEN giveaway video, so leave a comment with your Horizon ZEN wallet address in the comment section below, and you are entered to win. We will be here at 6:30 p.m. Central tomorrow to give that away to one lucky winner. Last thing I wanted to mention real quick. So I found some information about some new partnerships, just kind of digging around. Nothing has officially been announced to my knowledge, but both Linda and ECA, some microcap coins we've talked about in the past, the present, and the future, will be integrated with Litecoin into Token Pay. Now, a lot of people, Token Pay has had its misfortunes and terrible PR, etc. Some people still believe what they are offering and all these products you can see here will be very beneficial. They got 26.8K followers on this new platform. So we'll see what happens. But I do know that they are making a better effort with the PR and investor confidence, hired a whole new PR team. So we'll see. You know, they've had the conflicts in the past, but it's still interesting nonetheless that these two microcap coins, out of all these coins that are worth about $1, $5, $10 million, have managed to get some kind of Token Pay partnership or integration. If you want to read more of what I'm talking about, you can click on here and read what they're talking about. You know, they said, Token Pay said, we're looking forward to integrating Linda and ECA into all of our upcoming platform products. More on this soon. Thanks for following. And I didn't find this on their official chat, but really I was just scrolling through comments, and the official Token Pay made a comment to somebody else. So you dig a little bit in crypto space. You find out things early. There's still a lot of loose ends when it comes to insider knowledge and insider trading in this ecosystem. If you can find some of these and capitalize on them, then that's really where you can make those quick pumps and those quick gains and dollar cost average into some of these guys. Just saying, maybe you should stake them. Who knows? Let me know what you guys think in the comment box, but that's just something I wanted to make you guys aware of. I thought it was interesting that just happened to be these two projects too. Okay, Archie says, I don't trust Token Pay. Yeah, they've had their issues in the past. Nothing really as far as their platforms, but just they had a person running the Twitter that really shouldn't have been. He was super sarcastic, didn't really care what people think, and you can't be doing that because investor confidence in the crypto space is hugely important. If your community isn't growing and investors aren't confident, why would they buy? They're not going to hold, they're going to sell, and then you're going to you can have the best product, the best coin in the world. But if you have terrible PR, we can see what it can do to price action. Bitcoin Cash. but it's just the way it is. Crypto Hunter says Linda needs a pump. Yeah, Linda's just been floating around right here. Hopefully you're staking it because you do get 1, 2, 3 payouts every day. But I do know, I'll tell you this, guys. It's kind of public information, kind of not. I don't know. They are hiring a marketing agency for Linda and Linda X here shortly once the pre-sale is over. So you do with that what you want. But on something that is very low market cap, very low volume, you get a couple new investors in there. We saw what it could do during the bear market when it quadrupled from like 15 Satoshis when we first talked about it up to like 60 sats just by getting some new investors on board, staking it, masternoding it, etc. And Hack Max says, how is Tour to Crypto? Am I involved? Yes, I'm actually on the advisory board of Tour to Crypto. I'm 100% volunteer for this charitable organization. They have just started a couple days ago, so I'll show you their Twitter here. A couple sweet videos kind of updating where they are on their journey, so I would check it out. And they have continued to make new partnerships along the journey, having meetups in various cities, so you guys should maybe check out their roadmap. You can check it out at Tour de Crypto.com, I believe. See if it pops up for me. They have a roadmap down here and it shows you all the cities and dates that will be there. You guys can meet these guys, help them, provide them, and they are also documenting all this, so they're doing interviews along the journey. So if you meet up with them, they'll ask you what your favorite cryptos are, why you're involved in crypto, etc., etc. So you can be part of that documentary they're making and check out all this information. And shout out to all of the current sponsors that you guys can see on this screen right now. So show some support and donate with these cryptocurrencies. Maybe you want to do some research on these cryptos, become investors of them, because I tell you what, they put their money where their mouth is and they got behind a charitable cause. And all they're getting here is, they're being a community contributor. They're on the RV, they're on the website, and they have people like me that are talking about them. So that's all it is. So shout out to all these sponsors that we got here. There you go.
Did you get your bicycle and start practicing for next year?
I told them I am not riding with you guys. I'll support you. I helped get some of these cryptos on board. You see Horizon here, 4, Digibyte, and others that I had some contacts with. And I told them that's all I can do. I'm not riding with them. Maybe I'll meet them in Vegas and celebrate at the end.
You need to hit the road, man. That's what I say.
Any other questions or charts that we should take a look at? And what do you guys think about the market right now? Do you think we're going to hit $7,000 Bitcoin or $5,000? $7,000 or $5,000? Where do you think we're heading? Let's see what the community thinks. Are we bullish or are we bearish? $7,000 or $5,000? Let us know in the comment section, and we'll start wrapping it up if there's no questions or charts.
Hugo's in here.
Another great day in crypto land. Glad to be here with you guys. Glad to give back to the community. And hopefully you guys learned a little something about cryptocurrencies today. Continue to spread the word, not only about Learn Crypto here, but just in crypto ecosystem in general. Get some family members involved. And we continue to see monetary systems across the world struggling. Venezuela is struggling, Turkey, as others. How long before it's the euro or the pound or the US dollar? Only time can tell.
There's Dustin Nelson. I think I talked to you earlier, Dustin. Just gave you a wrench.
What up, Dustin Nelson? I think Dustin Nelson may be joining the Learn Crypto family by purchasing the cryptocurrency and trading course. We are offering him a discount, so if somebody else is interested, let us know. But definitely check that out. I know it's helped out a lot of people on this channel, and I'm sure that some of them are here watching. We have over 950 graduates and alumni just trying to do our part to make you guys successful in this ecosystem and get some more people involved.
For the next bull run.
We got a lot of 5,000s, few 5,000s. We got some 7,000s. We got some 10,000s from Jet. And really, that is when I believe the next bull run will be confirmed and will start. Once Bitcoin can hit $10,000, break that mental barrier, get to 10, 5, 11, that's when the FOMO will ensue. That's when your grandma and grandpa will be, your bosses will be back asking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And that's where I think we're off to the races.
Bedtime. I guess he heard me. If we touch 2,000.
2K and a kiss from Todd on his ass in the studio live if it happens. Hey, that's fine. I'll kiss your ass too, because guess what? I'll be loading the bags of Bitcoin. I'll be doing whatever. I'll be rejoicing if I can buy it for that cheap. With that being said, If anybody has some Bitcoin, they want to sell OTC to me for $2,000, I'll buy it right now.
What do you guys think about Ripple? We've gone over that a little bit here already. I think you're a little late for that. Nick's not a big fan. I think it's probably one that's okay, but not in our, probably not in our top 10.
Yeah, and if you want to know what we talked about as far as the bullish news and the price action today, make sure to rewind. We went over that and some future events that I think are going to cause XRP to pump as well. I just personally don't like the token economics behind XRP, and now maybe 10 years out, they can get more people on XRapid, and it will be the standard, but I'm not looking 10 years out right now for that coin. I like XLM as far as what I'm going to be hodling for that same sector, and I think has the same upside objectives. So we'll see what happens.
But if these coins all go here, I mean, Ripple's
they're all going to go. They're all going to go. And we know XRP has a huge community, a lot of bag holders, a lot of people that, if any good news, they're going to be spreading it on Twitter, spreading the world, trying to hype it up as much as possible. So you're going to see the pumps. I'm not going to say you can't make money off XRP, but from a fundamental perspective, I look to other ones. So that just is what it is.
It'll be interesting with back. I agree. I mean, it's going to get interesting here late in the year. So, again, I think if we go down and shake everybody out, we're going to come back out of there so quick and head to the upside.
This is what's going to happen when back comes online. Regulatory compliant, institutional investors, holding the underlying, international, intercontinental exchanges. Boom, we're going to the moon, guys. I mean, come on. I mean, let's read some documentation on back, and you'll see why we think it is so important, even more bullish than a Bitcoin ETF, which will happen in February, probably February 25th. That's when it's going to happen, in my opinion, of 2019. So we'll see.
But we'll be a lot higher before that happens. Perfect 4-coin portfolio. You want to jump on that? I probably don't have.
I mean, that's tough.
4. I mean, I'd have to go to 7, 8, or 9.
Yeah, you'd probably. I mean, I'll look for probably 7, 8, 9, 10 coins. I think is manageable. I really believe that you need to have some of these large cap coins. You don't need to have all of them, but this is what institutions are going to have access to first. You got to have the kingpin in Bitcoin. I usually say 3 to 5% portfolio holding of Bitcoin Cash as a hedge against Bitcoin, and you always get those random Roger Ver pumps if you like to try to chase those. But whenever I get a pump out of that, I let it go for profit. So that's why I say a floating 3 to 5. Like right now, I hold 0 Bitcoin Cash. But I really like Bitcoin, Stellar and Litecoin for large caps. Privacy currencies, I'm a big fan for a large cap of XMR Monero. I like Horizon ZEN for a little bit smaller cap. And you got to have some ADA, in my opinion, as well. Now, I mean, what is that, 6 coins? A lot of those are larger cap coins, but I think you need to be there for the start of this next bull run. Once those larger cap coins, which are lower risk, run, then you can start taking profits and chasing some micro cap coins. And you guys know that I stake and node ECA and Linda. I'm kind of like Linda. I think Linda is going to be safer than ECA currently. The new fork with ECA, I think, will show some bullish life, but it still has me on edge. They're reducing the staking rewards, so you're really relying on the partnerships to come through on that.
What up, Ted Graham?
I don't call a lot of the hype coins, portfolio holdings. I trade in and out of them when I can. And when I say hype coin, I'm talking about Tron. I'm talking about XRP. And some other ones. Nothing against them, but I just call them hype coins because I see quick pumps, fast pumps that if you have some, you can capitalize on. But I'm not afraid to let those go. If Stellar pumps, I'm like, ooh, I don't know if I want to let that go. If Digibyte pumps, ooh, I don't know if I want to let that go. But if XRP pumps or Tron, I'm like, all right, sell that. If it goes lower, great, I'll swing trade back in. If not, well, I'll just move it into a coin I like better. So you guys got to decide that for yourself. But that's kind of how I differentiate some of these coins.
And we still like Digibyte, I think, here.
Oh, I like Digibyte.
Just, when you start talking top 10 or 12 or...
I don't talk about Digibyte a ton, but
coins.
That's only because I've had Josiah Spackman, the New Zealand Digibyte ambassador, on here for 2, 3, 4 interviews. I kind of have a friendship relationship with him. We've done just hangout videos where we just talk BS. We don't even talk about Digibyte. So I kind of, I know there's new people to the channel always, but Digibyte's moving forward with DigiID and some of the technologies there, and it's a UTXO that really is faster and arguably more secure than even Bitcoin or Litecoin. So, I think that's a solid project to hold on to.
That chart's trying to hold in there at that 2 cents, so it doesn't look that bad.
What else we got going on? Ed Weezy says, isn't EOS dead? LOL. I think Johnny M. Cool would have something else to say about that.
And Dash is holding in here nicely. Really, as bad as the news was down there at 130 or so, we're sitting here at 192 and or 195. So I don't know. That one looks sold out too, but I think here in a minute you can throw a dart because they're going to chase them all.
Yeah, and, you know, we've been talking about the past couple months during this bull market to target passive income generating coins, because if you bought Linda, just as an example, if you bought Linda when you first did the interview, you could have sold it for quadruple, but even if you rode it all the way back down, you break even on Linda in that investment, right? Well, if you've been staking, now you've earned, man, I don't know, I get 7,000 Linda a day from one masternode or something crazy like that. So I'm way positive because I'm using not only my earning stakes, but then I stake the stakes. So that is compound interest for those of you who do not know. And I continue to earn Linda off of my earn Linda. So, I mean, that's why I target passive income coins during this bear market. I think my portfolio during the bull market will change a little bit. I'll move some of those nodes. I'll take some nodes off Linda, take some nodes off Zen and some of these others, and move them into some of these larger cap projects because I'm not as worried about passive income during the bull market. I think you can capitalize on some of these other projects. But right now, I mean, I'm just loving staking, noding, mining. I mean, that's why I'm not too stressed right now at these price points.
And I think the ETF, if it doesn't get okayed, I think that'll be a few hours sell-off again. I think the ETF getting okayed will be extremely friendly. But I think with BAC and everything else, I just think a lot of news is going to be considered good news instead of bad news. So I don't think it's going to bring a sell-off. I don't think anyone's looking for the ETF, really, and the shorts are already short. So.
And then somebody was talking about our opinion on Social Send. I actually have an interview with Social Send. I got to schedule the actual date, but I have a contact with their desired representative to talk about Social Send. This is an upcoming exchange that's offering staking and so many other things, so I kind of want to learn about it while it's still so small. You know, right now they don't have that many followers, so we'll see. We'll see what I think about it. I got some questions for them. But Social Send is integrating some of these microcap coins. Once again, Linda, ECA, those are all going to be integrated on Social Send. They have partnerships with each other, and we'll see what they're all about. You know, I know they're creating something to compete with RDD as far as the RDD ID. So we'll see. We'll see what they got to say. I'm not going to make a comment on them before I interview them, and hopefully you guys get the information you're looking for out of that interview. Hugo says, any advice on mining? I got a place with cheap power. Well, I'm not going to bore everybody on here, but hit me up in the DM box. We can get you set up with a mining rig is what I would recommend. Hook some of those bad boys up and start mining. You know, you can stack some less profitable coins, or right now I'm mining Ethereum Classic. Not mining Ether anymore. So Ethereum Classic, a little bit of Zen, and that's about it right now. I think I'm going to switch one of my rigs to Raven Coin, just because the profitability and the coins I can accumulate is pretty high right now. That's about all we got going on, I guess. Man, a lot of questions coming in, but probably going to wrap it up. Save these questions for tomorrow, guys. Somebody said Dash and Zcash for the win. There you go. You know, I don't talk about Zcash. It's not my favorite privacy coin. If I'm looking at a large cap privacy coin, I would choose Monero over Zcash any day of the week. That's just a personal preference. Do your own research.
Vet USDT chart looks okay. I mean, I think that one, same thing. I'd own some here and I'd buy any on further weakness. So there's Vet, Tether.
And I think you mentioned this earlier. I think DCR is one to keep an eye on. Back down to $36. I think this thing might have a chance at a quick run back to that, you know, $60 and the $90 range. That thing just always slow and steady under the radar pumps and has staking opportunities and really has a solid long-term dev team over there. I think that's one to keep an eye on. And even I myself, you know, take DCR to cred for granted sometimes, but it is a solid project and one I really need to add to my portfolio on a larger scale.
There's ARC USD. Definitely been shattered. So 11 down to 67 cents. I don't follow that one close enough to say much.
Then Paul Hennessy says, Todd, is the massive descending triangle not bearish on Bitcoin?
No, I don't think that's... I don't think... no, I won't agree with that. I think there's a descending triangle that has one more touch point to go, if we haven't already made the low. So, and I think the next, day or two, I think is going to be pretty important here, because I still like the way this low was made here. I'd called that the wave 4 low. The alts bleeding out really caused Bitcoin to get really extra weak here, and then the news of the whale selling, etc. So, I don't know. I mean, it's easy to say we're headed to new lows. Everybody wants to be short, and I could see a break to one more new low, but to catch everybody off guard, we roll up right here, right now. So I'm trying to watch.
Ted Graham says, sheet Todd jumps the creek daily. Not sure what that means. And Bud Time is saying, guys, you need to hold that USD fiat on the side. He thinks an ugly crash is on the horizon.
No, can't agree with that.
And then Bill says, all right, gentlemen, I got to go drink until I can't feel feelings anymore. Cheers. Shout out to you guys for tuning in. That's about all the questions we're going to take. Tune in tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Central Time as we go over some crypto news, crypto fundamentals, crypto charts, and then head over to the comment box to chit-chat with you guys. Hopefully you learned some things. Make sure to leave your Zen Horizon wallet address in the comment section below for the giveaway. And if you haven't liked the video or subscribed to this channel, well, that's just terrible. I was trying to hit the camera, but I missed. That happens. So until next time, guys, stay tuned for your daily updates on cryptocurrencies right here at Learn Crypto.
Good night.
Oh, hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you got to be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck. Everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.